Okay, let's talk about money. And since you're here, I'm assuming you're probably wondering, what is this whole financial makeover thing all about? Well, I'm glad you asked, because over the next few minutes, you're going to learn more about money than most economic professors teach in an entire semester. In fact, in less time than it takes you to watch a sitcom, you'll know where your money is going, how to get it back, how to make more of it, how to keep it, and how to make it work for you. And to make it simple, there are only 4 numbers you'll need to remember. 4, 3, 2, and 1. These numbers represent the 4 financial roadblocks everyone faces, the 3 solutions needed to overcome each of them, your 2 financial objectives in life, and the 1 company that can handle it all for you. With that said, let's start with the 4 roadblocks that are taking your money away from you: taxes, credit and debt, big business, and inflation. These are the 4 biggest obstacles preventing over 90% of Americans from ever becoming wealthy. Why? Because from the day we're born, we've all been taught to get a good education so we can get a good job, and then what? We end up working 40 hours or more per week for someone else so we can give a third of our income to the government in taxes. We then use credit to make up for this loss or to finance the lifestyle we want, causing us to go into debt, where we end up giving another third of our income to the banks. This leaves us with the last third of our income to cover normal living expenses. Things like gas, groceries, insurance, utilities, dining out, and all the monthly holidays or events that are capitalized on by big business. And, you guessed it, big business usually ends up taking what's left, leaving us with little or no money to save or invest for retirement. Sounds depressing, right? Well, it's not over yet, because while we're busy giving most of our money to the big 3, inflation, also known as the silent income killer, is subtly increasing the cost of goods and services faster than our incomes grow. This scenario has most people living paycheck to paycheck or going backwards every month. So, how do you fix it? That's a great question. And you'll be glad to know that there are only 3 solutions you'll ever need to overcome all 4 of the financial roadblocks we just discussed: income shifting, business income, and passive investment income. These 3 solutions deliver everything you need to save, make, and grow your money. And MWR provides all of them. Let's start with the first solution, income shifting, and how our MWR cashback experts can save you money by shifting it away from the government, banks, and big business back into your pockets instead of theirs. Our experts do this for you by implementing strategies designed to reduce your taxes, lower your monthly bills, eliminate your debts, and restore your credit so you can stop overpaying on these things. And the results for our members have been amazing. In the past few years, MWR has put more than $10 million per month in tax savings back in our members' pockets. We've reduced their monthly bills by almost $2 million in the last year alone, and we've helped them eliminate over $1.5 billion in interest. We've also helped thousands of our members increase their credit scores an average of 50 to 150 points or more, while reducing their time in debt by over 30,000 years. But don't take my word for it. Let's see what some of our members have to say. Our tax reduction experts helped Julie, a 3rd grade school teacher from Atlanta, Georgia, adjust her W-4 correctly, and she was able to increase her take-home pay by $500 every pay period, increasing her cash flow with an instant pay raise of $1,000 per month or $12,000 per year, without her having to work any extra hours. Try asking your boss for that type of raise. Terry from Cleveland, Ohio took advantage of the tax breaks associated with owning an MWR at home business by using our experts, along with our automated mileage and expense tracking app. This allowed her to convert several of her personal expenses into over $11,000 in home-based business deductions, which reduced her taxable income by thousands of dollars each year. But it doesn't stop there. Erica from Rex, Georgia, used our bill negotiation experts, and they saved her over $1,300 on her cell phone, cable, internet, and security bills. This allowed her to lower her monthly payments and bring even more money back into her household, while being able to keep her same plans and service providers. Sean, a police officer in Spring, Texas, and his wife entered over $260,000 of their debt into our MWR debt elimination program. Their creditors would have had them in debt for over 26 years, paying more than $152,000 in interest, but not anymore. By following our plan, they will now be out of debt in just 8 years and will save over $97,000 in interest, without having to spend one dime more than they are right now, allowing Sean and his wife to be debt-free 2 years before his retirement. And last, but not least, Daija, who is 20 years old serving our country in the US Navy, watched her credit scores go from 356 to 763. Thanks to MWR's credit restoration experts and our incredible credit rebuilding program, she was able to qualify for and buy her first car with a low interest rate and no cosigner, along with obtaining the keys to her new apartment. It's important to note that results may vary for each member, but the only results you can get from our experts are lower taxes and bills, along with less debt and better credit scores, all of which allows you to keep more of your hard-earned money. So now that you know how we can shift your money back to you from the government, banks, and big business, let's talk about our second solution: business income and ownership. We all know making more money solves a majority of people's financial problems. However, it's not just how much money you make, it's how you make your money that counts. That's why MWR at Home gives you all the advantages of owning a home-based business without the headaches. Think about it. It's the #1 way to reduce your taxes. You can work from home or anywhere while being able to control your income so you can stay ahead of inflation. Making more money also allows you to pay off your debts faster and accelerate your retirement date. There are also no limits to the amount of income you can make by simply exposing others to what MWR has to offer. Oh, and did I mention we pay daily? Yeah, you heard me right. We pay daily so you can make a profit now instead of having to wait for a paycheck. This all starts with our $50 sponsor bonuses, $40 customer bonuses, and our 30, 60, and 90-day momentum bonuses that can earn you an additional $1,500 immediately. And with our daily guarantee residual income of just $5 per day or $150 per month, you can more than cover the cost of your MWR at Home business and membership. But it doesn't stop there. As you can see, our daily guarantee goes from $5 per day up to $8,500 per day, which is equal to over $3 million in residual income per year. By simply sharing MWR with a few people who do the same, and so on, you can build the 5, 6, or 7-figure residual income you've always dreamed of. Sound too good to be true? Then, here's a few examples of some of our MWR at Home business owners that have already accomplished this and a whole lot more in months instead of decades, and are now members of our Millionaire Residual Income Club. Each of these incredible people come from all walks of life: retired military, janitorial management, corporate America, police and public service, professional networkers, business owners, realtors, stay-at-home moms, tax professionals, and the list goes on. However, the one thing they all have in common is being able to create a 6-figure residual income with their MWR at Home businesses in a short period of time, which is what makes MWR's compensation plan one of the most aggressive and rewarding in the industry. Being part of MWR is not just about making and saving money. It's also about creating a life filled with freedom, options, and choices. And the only way this happens is when you can get your money working for you, instead of you having to work for your money. This is exactly why MWR Passport is an essential part of the MWR membership. This incredible program provides you with your own team of licensed wealth experts who will analyze your existing financial position, determine your long and short-term goals, structure a personalized plan to help you achieve them in the time frame you choose, and they will even implement the right wealth-building strategies for you, including our self-banking private reserve account that allows you to become your own bank by providing you with the best ways to save, grow, and protect your money, tax-free, with no risk of loss, and our land banking solution that allows you to buy land in the path of growth at 20 to 40% below market value. In just the last few years, our wealth experts have been able to help our participating members create over $11 million in passive portfolio income or gains, while shaving an average of 15+ years off their retirement dates, allowing them to enjoy both time and financial freedom years or even decades sooner than they ever thought possible. Now, past performance does not guarantee future results, and results for each member may vary. However, the numbers don't lie. With that said, let's wrap up with a few examples of how using every piece of our financial makeover can allow you to make wealth real too. Let's start with Charles from Hinesville, Georgia. Now, Charles is a retired U.S. Army veteran that was working full-time as a VA benefits advisor when he was suddenly laid off due to the pandemic. For most people, this would have been devastating, but not for Charles. He and his lovely wife, Judith, didn't miss a beat. You see, they were building their MWR at Home businesses part-time for 5 months prior to his layoff, which ended up producing more than 4 times the income he was making on his job. They are now members of our Millionaire Residual Income Club. They purchased a brand new, fully loaded truck in June of 2020 and paid it off in just 16 months. They also purchased 1.5 acres of lakefront property to build their dream home on that they paid for in 10 months. And to top it all off, they both have private reserve accounts and land banking parcels that can produce passive income for generations to come. Or how about Gerald, a 55-year-old from Raleigh, North Carolina, who realized he was not going to be able to retire from his current job until he was 85. However, thanks to the MWR Financial Makeover, our tax experts were able to increase his cash flow by $350 per month with our instant pay raise. Our credit experts raised his credit score 128 points, allowing him to reduce his insurance premiums by another $100 per month. Our debt elimination system gave him a plan to pay off 15 years of remaining debt in just 6 years, saving him almost $52,000 in interest. And he was able to take the extra $350 and $100 our expert saved him to start his very own private reserve account. Because of these results, he chose to expose our financial makeover to others and is now a member of our Millionaire Residual Income Club. His success, along with the success of his team, has allowed him to walk away from a $65,000 per year job. He now owns his dream car, a Mercedes-Benz E350, and he just acquired his second home in his dream destination of South Florida. Gerald now works when he wants to, not because he needs to, and was able to accomplish all of this after investing less than 2 years into his MWR at home business, instead of having to work 30 more years for someone else. And last, but certainly not least, there's Brian from Atlanta, Georgia. Brian is a successful entrepreneur, trainer, and public speaker that decided to plant his flag with MWR. In his first few months, our credit experts were able to help him raise his credit scores from 734 to 820, allowing him to refinance his primary home, saving him $476 per month. Our bill negotiation experts were able to help him save over $1,400 on his cable, internet, and security bills. And in just 8 months with MWR, he was able to earn over $250,000 while creating more than $30,000 per month in residual income through his MWR at home business. This made him MWR's fastest millionaire residual income ring earner to date, affording him the ability to purchase 20 acres of land with a lake in one of the most exclusive areas of Atlanta that now generates more than $5,000 per month in additional revenue. This, along with the advice of his MWR Passport experts and his additional investments, will now provide him and his family with passive income for generations to come. As you can see, achieving your 2 objectives in life has never been easier. You now have access to everything you need to support the current lifestyle you want now, while being able to create the future lifestyle you've always dreamed of in record time. And MWR Financial is the first and only company that does it all for you. Our financial makeover system has leveled the playing field by using real financial experts to implement real financial strategies that solve real financial challenges so you can get real financial results. This is why we believe MWR is the perfect business. Think about it. Where else can you own a business that can pay for itself with a team of financial experts that can increase your cash flow and investment income for you, so you can focus on building a residual business income to accelerate your success? This is also why the letters MWR in our name stand for Make Wealth Real, because that's exactly what we do. As a matter of fact, there are a few more roadblocks we need to mention that can keep you from your complete financial makeover. Number 1, your assumption of what others may think. Unless they pay your bills, it really doesn't matter. And just remember, misery loves company. Number 2, your confusion about what is an expense versus an investment. Expenses deplete your cash flow. MWR gives you everything you need to increase cash flow. Number 3, your inability to decide, which is a decision. This is a yes, I want more, or no, I don't want more opportunity. Not being able to choose is the same as choosing you don't want more for you and your family, which is exactly how most opportunities are missed. Number 4, your past fears or failures. Allowing these things to dictate your future will never allow you to achieve your full potential. There's also no such thing as failure. Instead, everything is a learning experience. And last but not least, if you've ever prayed or wished for more out of life, you have to be able to recognize when an answer is provided. MWR is that answer. And if you're still struggling with what to do, let me make your decision even easier by guaranteeing your success. Yeah, you heard me right. If you follow our plan of action and our opportunity, strategies, or experts are not able to help you save, make, or grow more money in your first 30 days, MWR will give you a full refund. And let me be the first to welcome you to the MWR family.